Hey guys, welcome back to Smoke and Pellets. Paul here with you again. And Smoke and Pellets, my site, everything to do with using my Traeger pellet grill and cooking everything I can. Today, however, I'm inside. I'm about to go out and do some cooking, but I thought I'd do this video inside, mainly for the fact it's quieter and I can just talk you through what we're going to talk about, which is my Inkbird, what is it? IBT-4XS wireless thermometer review. So this is a wireless thermometer. It's designed to check the temperature inside a barbecue, a smoker, a grill, an oven, checking meat temperature if you're cooking inside, whatever it is that you want to do when it comes to cooking and heat temperature checks. Now the reason I got this one is because even though the model of the pellet smoker I have has inbuilt probes, it doesn't come with wireless capability. So I have this one so that I can check the temperature of it via my phone inside without having to go out the back and check it every time I want to make sure something is okay. So let's talk about this one here. So the things that I'm looking for, basically when I do my reviews, I look at I know what I want to use it for, obviously. So obviously it needs to be able to do that, but also what the sales pages or the manufacturer pages say about the product, because that's what you often go on when you purchase a product. So this one here, as it's wireless, and I'm going to use it quite quickly. First thing I want to know is it easy to use? So getting it out of the box, basically comes out of the box. I get my probes here. It comes with 4 probes. 3 of them are meat probes, which have the sharp little edge on it. This one I haven't even used yet. It's still got the little protector thing on it. And it comes with 1 ambient probe. So the idea behind that is you put it in your little clip here, clip that onto the grill plate, and it will check the internal temperature of the smoker. So what I looked for when I opened it up was how easy was it to use. Considering I took it out of the box, took the plastic off the front, because I always do that, I don't like the plastic on the front, unrolled my first probe. They get a bit tangled, these wires, which is probably a con. Attached that, turned it on at the back, and it worked. So as far as ease of use, I hadn't connected to the Wi-Fi or anything yet, to my phone, anything yet, but for ease of use, there you go. Now the second thing was ease of connectivity to my phone, because again, the reason I purchased this is because I want the smartphone app so that I can look at my temperature inside. So I had to download the app that came on the little instruction booklet, which was, in this case, is called just Barbecue Go. Downloaded from memory, and it's one of those things where you think I'm going to take notice of what I do. I sort of didn't, which is not good for a review. But I turned this on. My phone, because I'd already downloaded the app, it popped up and said, "Oh, I noticed here. I found a unit. Is this the one you want to connect to?" Click yes. It was connected. It was that simple. Now, something I did write in the post is that it's a Bluetooth connection. I actually tested that by turning my Wi-Fi off. I wasn't totally sure how it was connecting up, even though I said Bluetooth on the box. It's definitely a Bluetooth connection. You can't see the Bluetooth connection on my phone. Which is why I double checked it. But I suppose the thing to be aware of here is because you are using a mobile phone smart app connected to a Bluetooth device, there are some people out there who will monitor for that sort of thing, and they can get in through your Bluetooth into your phone. So that's something to consider. This one probably doesn't have any security around the connection, which is, something, if that worries you, something to be aware of. So ease of use was great. Connectivity was great. Accuracy. Now the first thing of accuracy is I've got the ambient thing connected here. If you have a look at the temperature on that, it says 27 degrees. If I go to my phone and look at the temperature on that, and hopefully you can see that in the camera, this says 26 degrees, that says 27 degrees. Considering that I'm not growing artificial limbs, I'm not too concerned about 1 degree. I gave this a rating of 10 for it being accurate. If 1 degree out for you means you give it a rating of 9, then give it a rating of 9. What I also did, however, was when I cooked in my pellet smoker, I actually, for the first couple of cooks, used two pellets. If you have two probes, if you have a look at my Traeger review video, I've actually got in there this attached to the pellet box and the reading on the Traeger, because something I did on that one obviously is want to make sure that the probes in the pellet smoker are accurate. So if you have a look at that video, you'll see them run by side, and they were, again, I think a degree out, which is to be expected with the ambient because it's in a slightly different part of the smoker, and the meat probe was in a slightly different part of the meat. So that, again, accurate enough for me to not be concerned about the accuracy of the temperature. And I used the temperature to cook my pork shoulder the other day, come out perfectly. So again, as far as accuracy is concerned of this one, I have no problems there. Next thing I looked at was range. So again, on the website, it talks about range. Now this is range set to 150 feet, which in the book it says that's 50 meters. When you do the little conversion on Google, it says 45 meters. So I wrote 45 meters, but 45, 50 meters, 150 feet. What I did with this, and I didn't video it, I went out the front, stuck this on the back of my car, and then turned on the app and went for a walk down the street. Now on my watch, it will tell me how many meters I've walked. I got to 50 meters, still strong. I got to about 65 meters and it started to, which is about 210 feet, I think. That was the range I got to, straight line, nothing in between the end of the car and me down the street. So I have read through reviews where people have commented that they lose connectivity through strong brick walls and stuff like that. On the other side of this camera, probably about, about 3 feet to a meter, probably about 9 feet behind the camera is where my smoker sits outside. So let's face it, I'm in the lounge room there, or in the kitchen here, or in the office at the front. No further than 15 feet at the furthest. So for me, it's not a problem. If you have if you have a good outdoor kitchen or outdoor barbecue area or man cave or whatever further down your backyard, if you've got a big backyard, then that 45 meters or 150 feet might be something to consider. But that is the range for that. Does everything I need it to here. Battery life. On the app here, it says my battery life is, at the moment, 62%. Now I've actually been working on this review on my laptop for about 2 hours. It's gone down 1% in 2 hours. Before that, I've cooked well and truly over 20 hours of smoking goodness on my smoker. This says to 20 hours and it's at 63%. So battery life for me, again, not a problem there. And last thing is the app. So look, the app's someone's messaging me. It's not the most, technically advanced savvy app I've ever seen. I'm going to turn that sound off, always the case. It's not the most technically savvy app I've seen, but what it will let me do is I can set timers, I can set temperature controls, just set the type of meat I'm doing, and I can set a preset there. So what that's got is that's got 63 degrees, so that would be to the end of the stall. So that there is, it will go set an alarm off when it gets to 63 degrees Celsius. I can set this in either Celsius or Fahrenheit. Being in a country that deals with Celsius, I have mine set to Celsius and I go from there. I can set a timer. The other thing it does have here is a little graph. So you can see the graph thing. I don't know if you can see that in the camera. So I've had it running, as I say, for about 2 hours. So from 10:55 through to it's 1:10 at the moment. So that's been running for 2 hours. And you can see the temperature's been pretty much stable because it's been sitting on the bench here. If you're doing your cook, it'll see how it goes up, which is really good if you're trying to work out, probably more with a charcoal smoker, to watch where that temperature's peaking and going up and down, because charcoal smokers, you've got to, you need to learn how many, if you're using pellets, if you're using heat beads, how many heat beads to put in to start with to get it up to that temperature, then how much charcoal you need to add per hour to maintain that temperature. if you're putting wood on top. So if you're using charcoal underneath and then chunks of wood on top for the bigger models, then obviously you want to watch that. So that's got that on there as well. Not the most, as I say, not the most tech savvy app you'll ever come across, but for someone like me who wants to know what the temperature is inside his smoker, inside his meat, it does absolutely everything perfectly. So look, that's it guys. In my review, I gave it a 9 out of 10. Based purely on the fact that, as I mentioned before, I could pull it out of the box, turn it on, plug it in, off it went. It has a good enough range for me. The battery life is really, really good. The temperature reading is accurate, and the app does what I need it to do. If you have a longer range, or you want a little bit more functionality within your app, then maybe consider, you know, a stronger wireless one or anything like that. Probably the only other thing, and I didn't write this in the post actually, is you can get them obviously with just the wireless probe and no cable between the unit and the probe, which can be helpful. These tangle up all the time, but they're made of nice strong steel. The other thing that I love is the magnetic back. Stick at the side of my pellet grill, don't have to worry about anything else from there. That's it guys, that's my Inkbird, I can't remember what it is, IBT-4XS wireless thermometer review. Hope that was helpful. Comment below, let me know if you've got one. If you don't have one, let me know which one you use, which would be better, because of course then I'll have to go and get that and try that one as well. If you use any type of different one, or you've used this one, let me know. And also if you're watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe below. Have fun, keep smoking, chat to you soon, bye.